Envy Novels presents Whispers of Magic. Pulled away from the peaceful ghost world by a rather unfortunate spell, I found myself bound to this magical world. Now I witness the enchanting and chaotic escapades of a wizard who always keeps things interesting. Tired of boring podcasts and craving for sound adventures, laughter, and a dash of chaos? Sit back, relax, and let the magic of 3D audio surround you. Now put on your headphones and dive into the immersive world of Whispers of Magic. But remember, everything here is purely fictional. Welcome, dear listeners, to Whispers of Magic. Hidden away in an ancient forest, this cozy space is home to a rather interesting wizard. Today we find our wizard in a rare moment of calm, or so it seems. He's seated by the cauldron in the evening, under a full moon, of course, a steaming cup of tea in one hand and a newspaper in the other. But peace never lasts long in this workshop, and it seems today is no exception. Let's listen in, shall we?
New elections? Again? They couldn't organize a broom race if their lives depended on it. And budget cuts to herb cultivation? Outrageous.
Ah yes, a quiet morning quickly derailed by the woes of magical politics. Truly the perfect start to the day.
New legislation on spell regulations planned. Stricter oversight on spontaneous enchantments. Permits required for hexes. Permits for hexes? What's next? Licensing my cauldron? This is bureaucracy gone mad. To prevent misuse of magic and ensure public safety. Ha! More like to keep wizards too busy filling out forms to actually cast spells.
I suppose innovation thrives when you're trying to bypass red tape. Let's see how our wizard handles this new challenge.
Enough of that nonsense. Time to handle something productive, like my new neighbor. That pompous show-off with his flashy fire spells and his noisy broom landings at midnight. I will teach him some humility.
What's wrong with your new neighbor?
That smug pyromancer, we've been feuding since our academy days. Always showing off, always top of the class. And now he is moving in next to me. That's enough? Well, let's see how he handles this. A little prank never hurt anyone. Nothing says welcome to the neighborhood like wobble goo in unexpected places.
Ah yes, a rivalry as old as their spell books. What better way to rekindle an ancient grudge than with wobbling jelly in a bathtub?
What's that noise?
The wizard is looking out of his window. The neighbor flying with his broom through his chimney. Well, I must say, it seems the new neighbor has a few tricks of his own. Right up the chimney, smooth as starlight, like a magical Mary Poppins.
Please, it's all smoke and sparkles. Classic overcompensation. Besides, who even uses chimneys anymore? This isn't the 12th century. Now that he is away, let's begin. By jiggle and wobble, so sticky and smelly, fill the bath and the mail with mountains of jelly. Let chaos take root, let laughter ignite, a prank full of jelly to bring sheer delight, 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 delight.
And just like that, the jelly is sent on its way. One batch to the bathtub and another to the mailbox. Truly a masterpiece of magical mischief. And so, with the prank set in motion, the wizard settles back into his chair, ready to enjoy a quiet evening, until something catches his eye in the newspaper.
Luminous Veilweed, blooming again after a century, under tonight's full moon. Oh, I need that for my wizardry.
Ah yes, wizardry, also known as desperately searching for a magical cure for crow's feet.
Oh, forgive me for wanting to look mystical rather than ancient. Some of us prefer our wisdom without visible cracks. No time to waste. Veilweed waits for no wizard. Staff? Check. Cloak? Check. Boots? Definitely need boots this time.
And so, with the moon high above, and a list of questionable priorities, the wizard ventures into the forest, chasing after his glowing prize. The moon casts its silver glow over the forest as our wizard ventures deeper into the woods, his lantern swinging and boots crunching on the damp ground.
Veilweed, glowing like stardust, can't be that hard to find, right? Unless it's hiding behind the 100th identical tree.
Because clearly directional spells would be too much effort for our ever-resourceful wizard.
I heard that. For your information, I don't need a spell. I have an impeccable sense of direction, most of the time. Oh, for the love of... What in the name of starlight did I just step in?
Well, judging by the smell, I'd wager it's not veilweed. Quite the opposite, actually.
This is why I hate the forest. No glowing plants, just endless muck and mystery dung.
Perhaps the forest is sending you a message. Stay home, stick to your cauldron, and leave the veilweed alone.
Did you hear that? Please tell me that was just the wind, a very wolf-like wind.
Oh yes, absolutely. The forest is known for its howling wind. Definitely not a creature with sharp teeth lurking nearby.
Wonderful. All I wanted was a peaceful evening of plant collecting, and now I'm on the menu. All right, whoever or whatever you are, I should warn you. I've got a spell for this, somewhere in my notes.
Oh yes, nothing strikes fear into the heart of the wild like a wizard frantically flipping through his spell book.
Wait, don't zap me. I'm not dangerous. Just stuck.
Stuck? You're talking and half furry? What in the name of enchanted broomsticks is going on here?
And there it is, our wizard, face to face with a half-transformed werewolf caught somewhere between howl and handshake. Truly a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, long story. I was trying to, fully transform, but something went wrong. Now I'm kind of stuck like this.
You don't say. Wolfish ears, a tail, but human hands? That's a new one.
Thanks for pointing that out. You are a wizard, right? Could you help me?
Well, if you insist on my help, let's see what we're dealing with. But fair warning, I'm an expert at making things worse before they get better.
And so our fearless wizard begins his usual routine of magical improvisation, where the odds of success and chaos are always neck and neck.
And if this works, maybe you could show me the way to the Luminous Veilweed meadow.
Yes, of course! No problem!
All right, let's not panic. You're not the first half-something creature I've had to deal with. Now, let me think. Transformation spells are tricky.
Tricky? That's not exactly comforting. Are you sure you can handle this?
Of course I can. I've read at least 3 books on this. Well, skimmed, and one of them was mostly pictures, but still, expert level.
Ah yes, nothing inspires confidence like a wizard who learned magic the same way one learns to assemble furniture, hastily and with a vague sense of direction.
All right. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective.
Simplest? Please tell me I don't have to eat something gross.
Even better, you just need to rub yourself with mud, stand on one leg, and spin around 3 times. Easy, right?
You're joking, right? This sounds like something you made up on the spot.
Made up? How dare you? This is an ancient method passed down through generations of wizards. Now start spinning before you grow a second tail.
Okay, this better work.
Relax, trust the process. Now stand on one leg, Yes, like that. And spin 3 times. Slowly, mind you. We don't want you toppling over.
I feel ridiculous. Are you sure this isn't some elaborate prank? 1,
Absolutely
2,
not.
3.
Now for the final touch, a bit of magic to seal the transformation. Stand still, or as still as you can. By earth below and stars above, by ancient ties and bonds of love, let moonlight weave and shadows bind, restore the balance of body and mind. O winds, arise and carry this plea, reshape this soul as it's meant to be. Let wolf and man no longer fight, bring harmony here beneath the night. By roots of oak in the storm's embrace, unite his form and end this race. Let nature's fury cleanse and renew as chaos fades and balance rings true. True, 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 true.
And with that, the forest erupts in a symphony of nature's wrath. Trees shudder, lightning splits the sky, and the ground quakes beneath their feet. Truly, a spell as over the top as its caster.
What's happening? I feel strange.
Strange indeed. The ground shakes, the wind howls, and for a moment it feels as though the entire forest is holding its breath, waiting for the magic to complete.
Hold on. It's working. Probably. Just stay still and let the magic do its thing.
The wolf's form begins to shimmer, caught between the beast and man. Its claws retract, fur ripples and fades, and for a moment its wild eyes lock with the wizard's, filled with fear and awe.
It's working. Hold on just a little longer. The wolf in you is fighting against the transformation.
The wolf's growl deepens as it crouches low, muscles tensing before it pounces toward the wizard with feral speed.
No, 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 not today, you oversized mutt.
The wizard rolls to his feet, narrowly avoiding the wolf's claws. His hands glow with magic as he hastily prepares a countermeasure. Pretty quick for a 200 years old man.
By flame and ash, by sparks that flare, create a ring to hold the snare. Encircle this beast, fierce and wild, and contain its wrath within this trial.
A burst of fire erupts from the ground, spiraling upward and forming a blazing circle around the wolf. The flames dance menacingly, trapping it inside.
Cowardly wizard, fight me without your tricks.
Tricks? I call it creative problem solving. Also, you really should work on your manners.
The wolf lunges at the fire, but the flames respond with a crackling roar, forcing it to retreat. It growls, circling warily within the magical inferno.
There we go. Contained and slightly singed, just as planned. Now, let's see if I can fix this mess. By flame contained and shadows cast, let this beast be freed at last. Undo the chaos, mend the divide. Let man and wolf now coincide.
The flames flicker and rise higher, their glow intensifying as the magic pulses through the air. The wolf howls. The werewolf's form begins to shift, ears retracting, claws shrinking, fur fading, but not without a bit of dramatic flair. Sparks of light dance around him as if the spell itself were deciding how to proceed.
I think it's done. I'm me again?
Yes, it seems you're all sorted out now. 2 legs, 2 arms, no fur, except for that bit in your hair. But that's stylish, really.
I can't believe it. I'm normal again. You actually did it, wizard.
A rare moment of success for our wizard, though the forest now looks like it hosted a magical tornado. Fallen branches, glowing embers, and a faint smell of singed moss linger in the air.
Of course I did it. Did you doubt me for even a second? I cannot promise you stay human forever. If the wolf returns, just find me. I am living deep in the heart of the enchanted hollow. Just look for the door with the glowing runes etched into the doorframe. Now then, how about a little gratitude for saving you from a life of half-wolf awkwardness?
Right. Thank you, wizard. Seriously. And, hey, since you seem a bit lost...
Lost? Me? I'm not lost. I'm simply exploring alternative routes. But sure, lead the way if it makes you feel useful.
Alternative routes, huh? Is that what you call walking in circles for an hour?
And so the mighty wizard follows his unlikely guide, clearly trying to maintain what little dignity remains.
I wasn't walking in circles. I was surveying the area for science and possibly inspiration.
Sure. Whatever you say. The way out is just through those trees, unless you want to survey more mud puddles first.
I think I've seen enough mud for one evening, thank you. Lead on, oh wise forest navigator.
The pair moves through the forest, the wizard muttering about damp robes and wayward branches. Meanwhile, the newly transformed werewolf seems oddly at ease.
You know, for someone so powerful, you really hate getting dirty, don't you?
Powerful wizards do not roll around in mud like common woodland creatures. We have standards.
All right, wizard. This is where we part ways. Thanks again for, fixing me.
Oh, it was nothing.
Right. Well, I hope your tea's as strong as your spells. You'll need it after tonight.
And with that, the werewolf, now fully human, disappears into the shadows, leaving the wizard to navigate the last stretch of forest alone. As the wizard stumbles into a moonlit clearing, he finally spots it, the elusive luminous veilweed, its glowing tendrils shimmering like captured starlight.
Finally, the legendary luminous veilweed. You've been hiding from me, haven't you? Well, not anymore.
Carefully, he plucks the veilweed, cradling it like a trophy of his arduous journey. A rare win, albeit one earned through questionable navigation.
Behold, a victory for wizardry and for my botanical collection.
With his prized plant in hand, the wizard trudges back to his workshop, tired but satisfied. Little does he know, the real surprise awaits at home.
What a night! Mud everywhere, a half-transformed werewolf, and now, oh no, the mailbox.
The wizard approaches his workshop, veilweed clutched triumphantly in hand, his robe still damp and muddied from the forest. A quiet night at home awaits, or so he thinks.
Oh, the mailbox seems full. Let's see if there's anything interesting today. Hopefully, no more complaints from the Magical Property Association.
But as the wizard opens the mailbox, a far less mundane surprise awaits, because his neighbor has creativity. A loud snap echoes as a pair of scaly jaws lunge from the mailbox, narrowly missing the wizard's hand.
By the stars, what in the name of enchanted lunacy is... Oh no, it's a crocodile in my mailbox?
Ah yes, the neighbor's ultimate revenge. A snapping crocodile lurking in the mailbox, blending comedy and terror seamlessly.
All right, you overgrown handbag. Let's not make this worse for either of us.
But before the wizard can act, the crocodile lunges again, jaws snapping dangerously close to his treasured veilweed.
No, not the veilweed. Who even thinks of this? Oh, wait. Of course it's him. Fine. Enjoy your little victory, neighbor, but mark my words, the next prank will be legendary.
And so the wizard retreats to his workshop, plant in hand, his pride slightly bruised, but his spirit far from defeated. This feud, dear listeners, is far from over.
I'm getting a magical lock for that mailbox tomorrow. Maybe something with a fire enchantment.
And so we part. The magic's done. but new adventures have just begun. Stay curious, brave, and ever true. The whispers of magic will call for you.